Meet the man who taught humanity to fly and asked for nothing in return. He was born in 1867 in a small town called Millville, Indiana. His father was a bishop who'd often take young Wilbur and his brother Orville to see the latest technological inventions. And from the time he was 2, watching a toy helicopter his father had given him, he was fascinated by the idea of flight. But he was uninterested in trains or cars or any of the other inventions his father showed him. All he wanted to know was how to build something that could fly. But he wasn't a wealthy man. In fact, he was dirt poor. So he and his brother Orville started taking mechanics classes at night so they could learn how to build things. And they studied together every day after work. They read everything they could find about birds and gliders and men who tried to fly before them. And then they went out into the fields and they built gliders and they tested them and they crashed. But they kept learning from their failures and they improved their designs. And finally, on December 17, 1903, Wilbur piloted the first controlled, powered flight near Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Their first flight lasted only seconds, but it changed the course of history forever. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but Wilbur was actually the brains behind the operation. He was the one who pushed them to study, to build, to test. He was the visionary and the driving intellectual force behind the Wright brothers. But he was also a humble man. Even though he was the one who'd come up with the idea for the airplane, he didn't take any credit. He always said that the success was theirs to share. He was known for his discipline and his focus and his humility. He was a man on a mission, and nothing was going to stop him. And that's why we tell his story today, as he died young. He was only 45 when he came down with typhoid fever. We never saw how truly massive and impactful his invention would become. But that doesn't diminish what he accomplished, not at all. In fact, it makes his story even more remarkable. The Wright brothers didn't have a lot of money when they started their experiments, but they had something else. Curiosity. An insatiable curiosity about the world around them. They asked questions, and they didn't stop asking until they got answers. They observed the world carefully, paying attention to the details. And they worked hard, really hard, consistently hard, which is what allowed them to succeed where others have failed. And that's why his story inspires us, because it proves that if you have curiosity and discipline and focus, then you can do anything. You don't need permission, you don't need funding. You just need a good idea and the courage to see it through. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.